collective shame that as a nation, we have let the family of that great Kenyan to be subjected to the kind of suffering that I've had Senator Cherargei convey to the House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, whether we like it or not, in the fullness of time, you will either be a former senator or the late senator. That's a fact, whether we like it or not. So, Mr. Speaker, when you hear such moving stories of a former great leader like Jean-Marie Seroney, you move us to almost shed tears on the floor of this House. Because Jean-Marie Seroney is a mentor to many of us. I used to say when I grow up, I want to be as independent-minded as Jean-Marie Seroney. That is the legacy. There are people who slid through this House like a snake. You'll never have their footprints. But Jean-Marie Seroney, Mr. Speaker, left a record. It is really sad listening that even his own grave is being grabbed. Mr. Speaker, that's not the way to treat heroes. If you go to Washington, you will not move 3 streets before you see a street named after one of the great Americans. You'll see Lincoln something, George Washington somewhere. But yeah, you don't see anywhere anything reminding you about Jean-Marie Seroney. It is sad. It is sad. We don't want the senator leader to read about just Kenyatta and Moi. We want to read about, because some of us don't belong to the Kenyattas and the Mois. We belong to the Jean-Marie Seroney generation. Yeah? Those are the guys who have inspired many of us. So what you have brought to the House is really sad. And I've really started here agonizing what is the entry point for the House to do something about this, the agony that is facing the family of Jean-Marie Seroney. May God Almighty forgive us for the way we have treated that great son of this country. It is sad, Mr. Speaker, and I would not wish that to happen even to you when you exit from that seat. Mr. Speaker, for the last 1 month as Chair of Members' Welfare, I've been agonizing on how to, actualize the benefit of our retired speakers. And you'll be surprised, Mr. Speaker, that one of our speakers, the respected Kenneth Marende, has written almost 10 letters to us, pleading with the state to reinstate his security. Something that is entitled by law, Mr. Speaker. You can imagine, my speaker, Mr. Speaker, sir, you retire instead of us giving you what you legally deserve, because you have occupied that seat of speaker. You start again sending correspondence to Parliamentary Service Commission to give to you what belongs to you. Not every Kenyan will ever be lucky to sit where you are sitting, Mr. Speaker. So when you retire, Mr. Speaker, you should be treated with honor. Our former speakers have never been paid their retirement packs. So they're almost in that category of the mistreatment that the family of Jean-Marie Seroney is facing. And this issue, I don't know when we'll ever fix it. I don't know where the committee that will deal with this petition over unlawful arrest and detention. You know, Mr. Speaker, this, as I'm speaking, there is a police officer who has sworn an affidavit in court stating that he was, I don't know the word he used, he was harassed, threatened to effect arrest against a sitting deputy president of this country. And he just swears it, that affidavit, presents it in court, and we proceed as if nothing has happened. For a police service that in Article 244 of the Constitution is supposed to uphold the tenets of human rights and professionalism. But that guy is still serving in the police force as we speak today. Meaning that the way the late Jean-Marie Seroney was unlawfully arrested and detained, the police force and our 2010 Constitution is still behaving the same way. Last week, you saw what happened to Stuart Mazayo. You are arrested, charged, your case stays for 3 days. Before you even appoint a lawyer, your case is withdrawn. It's like it's fashionable now to arrest members of parliament. Senator Cherage here was dragged to court on a Friday afternoon. The intention was to have him spend a weekend in police cells. When I visited him in Gigiri, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Senator here slept on a corridor. All night. On a corridor, Mr. Speaker. So when we get this kind of petition, it should prick our conscience. Because one day, Senator Galwale, it will be you, tomorrow it will be me. So when we get this kind of petition, Mr. Speaker, the committee that will be tasked to address this matter should go to the depths and make recommendations that can bring to an end the kind of mistreatment that we are subjecting our honorable members to. I feel sorry. On behalf of the people of Nyamira, I apologize to the family of the late Jean Marie Serone, and I hope that as a house, we will do something to redeem ourselves. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.